What is going on, guys? This is your boy Az. We are back here with another video for you guys this morning, here this afternoon, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Sunday so far. Again, I don't usually do Cosmic Crucible videos, but I thought this one was quite handy just for you guys to see because of the fact that we did go up against a very, very decently sized individual. Theel 23, I guess that's his name. Yeah, he had a very, very close battle, brother. You got through just the skin of your teeth here, so congrats on the victory. And of course, as well, I think more important than any losses is the fact that we learned a lot here, and I actually really enjoyed the way he utilized his defense. His defense was amazing because he used a lot of plug-and-play characters and inserting a lot of speed manipulation in each of the rooms, which really gave me it had to really make me think, right? Hence why I want to share his teams here, because New Mutants is pretty straightforward. He used a Blue Marvel with Null, which is also quite interesting because then you can't use Mephisto to counter Blue Marvel. And then of course as well, he had a Phoenix Force, Shadow King, which I've seen that one a few times, which is also very good. Accursed. And then, of course, Insidious with Mephisto. And then he used a Sentry with Winter Guard. So very, very good teams here. And, of course, as well, you'll see that in the attacks here. You'll see his teams are very, very decently sized. So he had 12 million New Mutants, which is very, very big. My own New Mutants itself is only around 6. So this is very good. My Phoenix Force usually counters them quite well, but his team was so strong that he completely destroyed my Phoenix Force. So hence why I said this is a very typical defense. But again, shout out to the victory on him on that. And actually, this one really gave me a little trouble here as well. This Daemon was 5 diamonds. This one just absolutely destroyed me. And I thought maybe I could get away with it. Maybe I wanted to see if I could do it without a sack, but it is what kind of way it is. If I actually played it smartly, I probably might have won this. So anyways, we used our Exalted X-Men here, and I thought this was a good counter because of the fact that I know people have been chirping lots about the Exalted. And this one I thought was just so smooth and so easy because of the fact that we get that exposure on Blue Marvel, and we also take the first turn, right? So Blue Marvel is slower at 132, right? And then, of course, as well, as you guys see here, we are able to apply Storm's Slow as well to the entire team. And this really gets the whole party going for us, and the slow applies. And, of course, as well, Blue Marvel clears it, but he is only able to do a small amount of damage because of the fact that he has that exposure, and he's like basically just tickling us at this point. So I'm not going to do the whole gameplay, but I just wanted to show you guys here of how the Exalted perform even under a very, very, I would say this is a very good team in terms of I may have to slap this one on defense. I really enjoyed how he used Emma here to cancel out speed. You got Howard, excuse me, doing the ability block, and then of course as well you got the increased speed of Gore and Gore and Null, excuse me. I too early, not enough coffee yet. And then yeah, fairly straightforward. Like I said, we were able to counter it with Exalted, fairly efficient as well. So again, I know people have their qualms about it, and again, they are very good right now with the Shadow King boss as well. So there is a lot of value on this team outside of the fact that we've been using him for the towers, and of course as well for the upcoming Blade Tower as well. Now, moving on here, we've got a Phoenix Force counter, which I was just trying to mess around with, and I thought this was quite a fun counter. Odin was pretty much useless here, but I'll show you guys what happens here. It's kind of funny. Odin pretty much gets nuked right from the start. Songbird does her thing because of her high speed. Shadow King nukes, and then yeah, Magneto's going to throw the ult here, and that basically just just takes away the energy from us. And then Shadow King pings and kills, and then that's it. Then we're dead. But I love Surfer Breaker here. His event's coming back as well, which is nice, but I like how he's able to kind of handle the situation for us quite smoothly. We'll use the special from Blastar so we can get some health back. And then, like I said, then from that point on, even Thunderstrike, like I was very impressed with the fact that Thunderstrike was able to respond quite nicely here. Watch, he's going to use that special, and it just kind of nukes the entire corner here from that special. And yeah, just boom. Massive down some damage, get the speed bar going as well for Carnage, I think. Or does Magneto cancel that? I don't remember. I think he still gets a speed bar. But anyways, I think you guys get the gist of it. It was a very, very solid counter. So I thought that was interesting. And then, yeah, like I said, this one, I should have just went in with a sack wave. If I went in with a sack instead of you know, instead of getting nuked here, I probably would have won this battle, but it's fine. Like I said, we all learn. I just really want to see, oh, I guess you can't see the teams here, but the 5 diamond Daemon here just absolutely shreds my Professor Xavier. And maybe what I should have did was I should have put some evasion or something on that team so we could dodge it, but it is kind of the way it goes sometimes. I was kind of playing it hastily, and I thought I got cocky. I thought, you know what, I'm going to lose anyways. Theel had a very massive TCP, so I said, you know what, I'm probably going to lose anyways, so it's fine. We Star Jammered the Mephisto team because that's a very typical counter, and then we also Immortal X'd the Sentry because, as you guys know from some of my other footage, I love stunning Sentry, and I love spreading the stun around Sentry, so that's exactly what we did here. The Immortals will usually take the first turn, and they'll basically stun Sentry right off the get-go, and then you can basically just spread the stun. And this should, if you guys are remembering right, this should look familiar to one of the tower that we did when there was a Daemon and a Sentry. So anyways, that's kind of it there. Now, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. Like I said, very, very powerful teams. Our 7.2 punched up to a 13 mil team. We lost to the 12 mil mutant team, and again, our this was probably the most reasonable size one because we actually have a lot of decent characters on this one. But yeah, again, we still took some hits here from the damage. Yeah, very massive accursed team as well. Pretty much all G20s across the board. Looks like level 110 as well here, looking at those numbers. Same thing, we were able to punch up quite a bit here as well on the 12 mil team, and Immortal X also pretty much twice the punch up. So yeah, this guy was very, very strong, very beefy, as you can tell here with the diamonds. 5 diamond Gore, 5 diamond Daemon, 4 diamond Mephisto. Clearly this individual pushes very, very hard on the leaderboards and gets a lot of these nice unlocks, or he had some really crazy luck, I guess, too. But nonetheless, I want to share these defenses with you guys because I thought this was very, very interesting to see. And of course as well, I didn't really change any of my defenses. My defenses were pretty much the same. I had my Daring Warriors, so it looks like he had a cancel attack there. I don't know how he struggled with my Insidious. That's kind of interesting. And then yeah, he used Daring Warriors on my Sentry comp, which makes sense. It's meant there to kind of soak up some teams. And then he uses Exalted on my New Mutants, which also a good counter. And again, very, very decently sized New Mutants team here. 13 mil. Wow. That is, wow, that's a lot of diamonds too. He looks like he has the diamonds on Morph, and I can't quite see Angel here, but I'm assuming he must be decently sized because I'm seeing some 2-in-1s there, so very decently sized. And again, yeah, he used Symbiote 6 on my Annihilators team. Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even realize he had a 6. Is that a 6 on the Toxin there? Wow, is that a 6? I think that's a 6, right? Yeah, anyways, and then yeah, does look like he used a Thunderstrike Quasar combo on the on my last team here, which I gotta say, I did not know we could counter Blue Marvel like that, so I'm gonna have to keep this one in my back pocket. But hopefully you guys were able to learn something out of it. I know for sure, like I said, it's not always about winning, and I don't usually do Cosmic Crucible videos, but I thought this was interesting to share, and this guy had a lot of powerful teams here. And of course as well, when I'm going up against larger guys here, I mean, actually, pretty much everybody on my shard, I think, is around 400. So Theel was 400, and then, yeah, I think who else was 400? Was Vava? Oh, I guess he was 350. Ice was 340. And then, yeah, there were some other guys here. I think, yeah, Par was 405. Yeah, I think all these guys are pretty massive here. Oh, yeah, then there's Johnny. He was 468. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, I was the smallest one here at 287. I'm almost at 300, I guess. But, yeah, I love the matchmaking because it just seems to put us into a very fair you know, team comps. Let me know how your guys' Cosmic Crucible runs go today, or this you know, the remaining runs of it. But yeah, other than that, I want to share those with you guys. Hopefully you guys were able to get some value out of this video. Other than that, guys, happy Sunday. I'll see you guys in the next one.